now I'm recording and talking to you and going into it. So this is the M2 Phenom software. Don't worry about it, guys. There's a bunch of different softwares out there. Okay, one's M2, one's Phenom, one's Goat Repair, one's FICO Fixers. There's a bunch. I even have my own version as well, and I'll just show you guys just to show you. Okay, M2 FICO Forge. Here's my version just to give you guys that idea. Here you go. This is my version. See? Same thing, same software, different colors. Same exact software, different colors. All right? So I want everybody to see that. So when we go in, when I go over everything, I'm not going to focus on the names or things of this actual software. I'm going to focus on the generality, so we'll go from there. So the first thing I'm going to do, ladies and gents, I'm going to tell you guys, there is an FAQ section. If you click the little person over here and click FAQ, you'll be able to go into the FAQ. I suggest reading it up until the 13th slide and going from there. That'll answer a bunch of questions. But guess what? I'm going to go over all the questions anyway. So you guys should be able to get it done by there. Gary, beautiful little girl, man. Beautiful little girl. Or little boy, either or. I'm thinking the little girl because it's pink. Oh, I got to log in. Here we go. Let's get rocking and rolling. Let's go. So, as we walk through, let's go through this. In the software, this line is the most important part right here, and this is why I say it's the most important part. It is your name, it is your email address, which is your username for the software, and it is the general attacks. I'm going to explain to everybody in here what a general attack is. A general attack is like a token. We call it a general attack, a GA, which is just short, or whatchamacallit, or a token. And why do I utilize this? I want everybody to think about it like a currency. You got to pay $1, right, to generate a letter, right? Think about it. There's a monetary value. What the monetary value is whatever one token equals to. I'll get to that in pricing. You've got to use that token to pay to get the letters generated. So what happens? If I pay one token, the software will generate, with that one token, one client file. And what will it generate in that one client file? It will generate an unlimited amount of negative items, an unlimited amount of letters, and an unlimited amount of pages. Let's break that down into numbers for people. Ready? If I have 100 negative items on my credit report, it could generate 300 letters and 30,000 pages. Let me break that down one more time. If I have 100 negative items, it could generate 300 letters and 30,000 pages. The software is very crazy on the letters that it generates. I want everybody to understand that. Does that make sense to everybody? Put a 1 in the chat if that makes sense. If it does not make sense, please let me know. Beautiful. Bunch of 1s. Okay, great. For everybody that's in here, just bear with me. I do have to pull up another screen. Okay. For everybody that's in here, I'm going to show this to you guys right now. Boom. Oh, not that one. There's 2 communities that you guys need to join. I'm going to give you guys one. Here's one. Right now, I'm going to drop that link. This is the school community with Dion and Co. And then on the screen, I dropped it in the chat. YouTube, I'll give it to you guys in a little bit. And whatchamacallit? Actually, you know what? I could pull it up over here. Look. Here you go, YouTube, for everybody on YouTube. Metro 2 AI community. Make sure you join it. Dion's in the picture over here somewhere. And that actually is the video on how to pull your credit report. So that'll have all the things and the classrooms. And you know you're in the right room. If you look at it, I did all the videos for the classroom for you guys to learn. So just to give you an idea of who I am. So that's one community. The other community is, here's the free community. There's another one. On Facebook, it's called the Metro 2 Monetization Crew, and that's right on the homepage of the software. If you're having technical issues, you can submit a support ticket by clicking support ticket and clicking add ticket and going from there, right? If you want a live walkthrough, you click over here. Now, live walkthrough is what we're doing right now. It's training. Training's 5 days a week, ladies and gentlemen. Monday and Tuesday, Wednesday and Thursday, and Saturday. Monday and Wednesday are at 8 p.m. You're in the 8 p.m. class. Tuesday and Thursday at 6 p.m. And Saturdays at 11 a.m. Okay? I teach Wednesday and Saturday. But since I went Tuesday and Wednesday this week, and I'm not teaching Saturday, so Mr. Bohr is teaching Saturday. Mr. Bohr is teaching Monday, Thursday, and Saturday this week. So 2 different people, but we try our best to do the best job. That'll go from there. Anybody have any questions on the dashboard before we get moving forward? Questions on the dashboard. None? Yes, no, maybe so. Put it in the chat, guys. Is it Gary Cuff? Is that you? How old is she, brother? So here's a bunch of videos that can get you started inside of the software. After, when I hand you guys the ability to go into the YouTube channel, these videos are a little bit dated, just a little, nothing bad. But we have newer stuff that you guys have in the Facebook community, not the Facebook, the school community, and inside the YouTube channel that you guys can go and utilize to get what you need done. All right. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to get into pricing. Gonna be simple. It's gonna be easy, right? Check this out. I'm gonna explain this to you guys, what package you need to pick, and we'll go from there. All right, good. I'm charged. All right. So when I explain this to everybody, I don't do this differently than anybody else. Excuse me. I do this differently than everybody else. I don't explain it the same way. What I explain is this package over here is the downgrade package. Everything downgrades into it. You don't start at this package, and the reason why is it only includes 1 GA, 1 token. This one includes 4, 8, 17, 30, and 100 as you go forward. So I know too much about this software because I'm the printer. I'm not the trainer, I'm the printer. So watch this. Let me break this down to you. $97 for 1 package, right? Normally, you need to get 2 GAs to finish your file on top of the $97. It equals $177 that you spend. Guess what, ladies and gentlemen? Which one's less money? Which one's less money? Talk to me. Which one's less money? Put it in the chat. It's awful quiet. $177 or $147? Well, $147 is less money. Okay? And we just got that. But let's be real. We're not even comparing apples with apples yet. Let's add one more and compare apples with apples. That's $217. $17. Guess what? It's almost $70 less. It's almost $70 less to generate 1 attack done properly with this. So always my preferred package to anybody that's handling themselves, okay, is that package right there. So this package, bronze can handle 1 to 2 people. Silver can do 2 to 4. Gold is 10. Platinum's 15. Diamond is 50. Why? Because, guys, it is 2 GAs per person. Why? You are going to mess up. Even a wily veteran as me messes up all the time. Because, why? I got fat finger technique. You know what that means? Sometimes I go too fast, I click the button, and I didn't even select what I needed to select. And guess what? Dum Dum did it all on his own. And that's me. That's ain't nobody else. Nobody else. GA is a token. Okay? So when I have a discussion with you guys over here, okay? When I have a discussion with you guys over here, that's the key. So when you guys are getting started, go into that bronze package, do it for 2 months, then downgrade into that iron package. The way that you downgrade is finish whatever tax you have to do for the month, cancel your subscription, and buy the new version of the subscription, which will be whatever one, the iron package, bronze, whatever. So when you guys are doing this, this is the key. Now, I had a gentleman in here. I don't remember where he went. The gentleman that I was talking to who told me that he went from company to company. You guys are going to have some of the same issues with people that you're dealing with, that they're going to be a little impatient. This software takes time, right? This software is not something that gets your credit fixed in 30, 60, or 90 days. It takes time. And because it takes time, you have to be prepared to put in the work. If you're not putting in the work, you let the AI do it and you just want to set it and forget it, this is the wrong software for you. You got to understand every single time that this takes work, and the work that you put in will actually give you back dividends. Okay? Any questions on the pricing packages? Anything that's here? Yes or no in the chat, ladies and gentlemen? No. Seriously? No questions? Perfect. Let's move on. Let's go over here. Close this out real quickly. Let's go. Get the credit report. You're going to go to My Free Score Now. And you're going to pull My Free Score Now, the one from the software. The reason that you're pulling the one from the software is they have the Epic Pro report unlocked. The only way that you get that Epic Pro report is by pulling it through the software and not going to myfreescorenow.com. When you do that, you have to call customer service and do a whole bunch of other hoops that you have to jump into that are a pain in the behind to get that done. So my suggestion is don't do it. There's no need. All right? Simple, easy, done. Okay? Let's get how to actually manage a profile and get a profile set up. I'm going to fill this out for everybody over here, and then I'm going to go up and draw on the board. So just so everybody knows, it's going to be your first name and middle name in the first box. It's going to be your last name and suffix in the last name box. Right. Your date of birth should have a slash. Okay. Social Security should have a dash. Phone number should be filled in for your purposes, not anybody else's. And then you should write your address out in its entirety. So 8 Northwest. 8 Northwest 12th Street, APT 14C. Okay, city. Now, this is just for purposes of explaining it to you. State. I live in New York, and then 10038. Perfect. Done. You have to pay for the membership for each individual client, not you. Your client has to pay for their own membership. So yes, in the membership that you have to pay for your client, not you, them, they'll keep their membership active while they're going through the system and being done. And then when you're completed with them, if they want to cancel it, they can cancel it. If not, they don't have to cancel it. and they can keep it because it's credit monitoring and it's the way that they pull the credit reports. But yes, I don't advise getting rid of your credit monitoring because you know if a person's actually truly committed into fixing their credit if they keep their credit monitoring. It's a nominal fee that we suggest that everybody should keep a part of this in what's going on with the credit repair. All right, let me get up. Let me do this and explain this to everybody over here what I just did. So I'm going to circle everything and what is the best document for each and every single document that we're going on over here, and what what's the best document and why I filled it out the way that I filled it out. So, ladies and gentlemen, when we do this, we don't want to trigger something called a document verification letter. The document verification letter is like a stall letter, okay? But here's the difference. They don't have to proceed with that document verification letter versus a stall letter, they have to proceed. Passport. That's the best document. And this one, the secondary documents that can be used are ID or driver's license. Next best document. Social Security card. Best stuff, W-2. First, PG, taxes. Last but not least, this is what we call the proof of address, or POA. And the POA uses the bank statement because the bank statement is harder to defraud. Now, let me go over each and every single one of these so everybody can understand that. Why do I say a passport? Ladies and gentlemen, your passport does not have your address on it. So because it does not have your address on it, what happens? They can't verify your previous address. Social Security card, because that's the best document to be able to use to verify who you are with your Social Security. Bank statement, because it verifies who you are with the bank. Now, ladies and gentlemen, question that always arises, well, what happens if I don't have a bank statement? If you're doing this for a client and they don't have a bank statement, run and run fast. Run and run fast. They are not going to pay you because they have nowhere to store their money. How do they get paid? Where do they get paid? How does their money come in? Chime Bank is a bank. It's still a bank. Whether it's a fintech or not, it is a bank. But if they don't have a bank statement, it is a big red flag. I'm telling everybody over here right now, just in that sense, if you're doing business. Now, if you personally don't have a bank statement, there's a reason that you don't have that bank statement. Go back in your brain and figure out what that reason was. And I guarantee you're going to be like, oh, shit, I forgot to pay somebody. That's the key. And not having that, they end up in check systems and early warning because of why? Because they haven't paid somebody. So I'm letting everybody know that. This is the way to go about it. So now, first document, passport. If you can't get a passport, use an ID or a driver's license. You're only going to focus on those 3 documents. I need the first name with the middle name. I need the last name with the suffix. And I need the date of birth. I don't need anything else for that document. Take that document and put it down. I don't need it. I don't need it. Next document, Social Security card. You look, same thing. View that document, see what it is. After that document's done, put it down. I don't need it. Then the next document is going to be your proof of address, which is your bank statement, and you're going to view the same thing after that. So 8 Northwest, 12th Street, apartment 14C, and the document, and this is where the question's going to come. Ladies and gentlemen, for everybody in here, let's see if everybody's paying attention. If my ID says Manhattan, but my proof of address says New York, which one am I putting in the box? I want everybody to understand this. The eOscar system is a big ass scanner, giant scanner. They feed the documents through it views it. Once it's done viewing it, it moves on, right? Think about what I just said. It's a big scanner. It reads the documents that you put through. Once it's done, it moves on. Why? Why? Because it doesn't go to a human. When it doesn't go to a human, guess what happens? It doesn't get deleted. It doesn't get deleted if it doesn't go to a human. So if we have that and the machine looks and it says, okay, technically they're right. Their driver's license says Manhattan, but their proof of address says New York. Technically, we know it's the same thing. A human would be able to do that. A computer system, if it doesn't match perfectly, it's no good. Get rid of it. And then they send you the document install letter, and guess what happens when you get that document install letter? By every accord, they're able to do that. We're going to say that the documents don't match up. You got to make sure every time that this matches up. Does that make sense? Put a 5 in the chat if that makes sense, ladies and gentlemen. Perfect. Now, what I want everybody to do that hasn't done, if you haven't been in this class before, take a screenshot of this. Take a screenshot of this. Save this. Understand what I just did. Save it for later. Put a ready in the chat when you're done with your screenshot. Perfect. Okay. Now, once we're done over here, I'm going to scroll down. I'm going to scroll down, get in over here. And those documents that we were talking about, you're going to put it right here. Your photo ID. Oh, that is actually somebody's ID. Your photo ID. Your POA. And your other stuff. And then you just hit save. Once you hit save, it'll bring you back to this area over here. This area. And when now you'll have your client, you click your client and be ready to rock and roll. So right now you're just going to double check it and make sure everything uploaded perfectly. First name, middle name, last name, date of birth, social security, phone number, address, perfect. Let's go over here, let's match it. First name, middle name, last name. Okay, we're done here. Date of birth, 01/11/66. Social security is good. And proof of address is good. Ladies and gentlemen, I want everybody to understand. Look at these documents. Look how good these documents are. Scanner, phone, however you want to do it. Everybody can make them the best documents that you have, but you have to make sure that they look like this. Take a white piece of paper, put it behind it. Do not utilize your hands, your legs, ripped jeans, dashboards, countertops. I've seen kitchen cables. I've seen comforters on beds. I've even seen somebody put a napkin behind it. Just use a white piece of paper. Make your life nice and easy. Make sense? Do that with all 3 documents and everything will be good to rock and roll. Okay? If you have a passport card, include your passport card in this spot, or your passport will be in this spot instead of this spot. I just put this over here so you guys can see what the passport card looks like and how you should crop it. Okay? Does everybody understand what the profile should look like and how to get to the profile? Put a 7 in the chat. Perfect. Let's roll. Once I click save, it'll bring me back to this spot over here. Now, the gentleman that came in before that told me I don't know how to upload my MyFreeScore Now report. Here we go. If your screen looks like this and you cannot see upload MyFreeScore Now report, which is right here, then you've already, you gotta literally see this little gray thing, and pull it over. And then you're here. Cool? Cool. Click the,
Can you do that? I'm sorry. Can you do that again?
looks like this. See the gray line? There's a gray line on your screen. Take the gray line, drag it over to the right. And then find where it says upload MFSN report.
For some reason, I can't see your screen. I don't know what I just did.
I don't know what you did either. Okay, what's going on?
Yes, good evening.
Good evening.
So where are the documents uploaded? Which tab is that under?
The client, what documents? Your documents?
No, like the ID and all those things.
It'll be uploaded at the bottom section right here. You see right there it says choose file, no file chosen. When we were doing it over here on the add a client, give me a second. We'll go back over there. When we're doing that on the add a client section, you see here? Right here. Boom, boom, boom.
Okay, so you have to go to add a client somewhere on the right.
If you add in your client, right, and you're filling out all this space that we just went over, you're going to have your documents in hand, right? When you're done adding the client at the top, you're going to scroll down to this spot over here, right? And you say, please upload proof of address or photo identification. That's where you're going to upload the first document. When it says, oh, here we go, I have the sample document. Perfect. You see how that popped up? Now the next one. Please upload the next document. Here's the Social Security. Here, upload the next document. Upload the next document over there. After I've done after I filled out the client. Now, after I've added the client. Now, if I want to upload the new documents, if I've messed up and I want to change my documents, I go back into the folder. I can hit the X button and then upload a new document by just choosing the new document. I'm just going to choose a new document just to show you guys and hit save. Now, when I go back into this client, there was no document in this document area here before. Now I just added a document.
Okay, thank you.
You don't sound like, are you sure? You good?
Oh, yes, I'm fine. Thank you.
No problem. Let's get rid of that. All right. So let's click save. Now, when you get back to this section over here, like I said before, if your screen is zoomed in, right, and you see this little gray bar, take the gray bar, pull it over, and look for upload MFSN report. I'm going to zoom out a little bit. And I'm going to click upload MFSN report. Guys, there's literally 5 steps. You're going to follow the 5 steps. It's this easy. Ready? Step 1. I'm literally going to click on step 1, the link. I'm going to log into the link. Bear with me while I get this guy's password. What the heck? Bear with me. Okay, password's there. I'll click log in. Right? I'm logged in. All right, I completed step 1. Log into the My Free Score Now member area. Navigate to the following URL. So I'm just going to click the URL. That gives me a bunch of gibberish. For all the computer users that are on PC, Control A. For all the Mac users, Command A. Once the screen turns blue, right-click copy or 2-finger click copy. Come over here, copy the JSON code, paste it in the widget, click the save button, click paste. Right click, paste here. Who needs me to go over that again?
Yes, can you do that again, please?
Follow the steps. Step 1, click on the link. Once you log in and you see this screen, you're good to rock and roll. Step 2, get the HTML code. Once we get the HTML code, Control A or Command A, right click, copy, right click, paste. Or 2-finger click, copy, 2-finger click, paste. Done. Make sense? Need me to do again? Happen. But what happens? Let me ask you a question now. What happens if you know how to run a system so perfectly that it just takes time that you don't commit? So to get that bad information out of your head and implant good information and implant the information that is not only good but it's compliant. Because that's the key. The people that went to Lexington Law that got screwed over, it's not that Lexington Law was doing something stupid. What Lexington Law did, they didn't tell you guys the right thing of what they were doing. What they were doing was sending out one file per negative. So they would wait until that file got deleted and moved on to the next file instead of deleting 5 or 10 of them at the same time. So what are they doing? They're keeping you in the system for 5 to 6 years. Does that make sense? Because now that was a game for them to win. And let's be real, they were close to being $1 billion company. So I guess they were doing something right. Make sense? And he wanted the best to teach the class. So I make sure that I'm up here and I do right by each and every one of you. That's why I give you the discount code, because what? The major part that will cause me to slow down, you already know how to fix it. So how to set up your profile. So the only other thing that you can really do and mess up, and this is the truth, guys, the only other thing that you can do and mess up is what? Actually generating the file. But this one right here, this one's easy. If you did it like this, that'll be good. We'll work with you. Now, how many people want to learn how to read the credit report and do the most aggressive attack? This is a strong attack, but there's
Got a
one
question real quick.
more
That's
aggressive.
me. I want to learn.
Okay,
I do too. I got a question on this page that you're on right here.
go for it.
If you scroll down, like after we do the section that says maximum effective focus, we do the payable printing and mailing service, whatever. I click the first one. It says my name is, my best email is. That's my information or the customer's information.
So let me ask you a question. If you screw up on a file, right? Would you want the customer receiving the file that you screwed up with and me letting them know that you screwed up? Or would you want to receive it?
Me.
You answered your own question.
Okay, got it.
So,
right.
And the reason that I do that personally, I always tell everybody, I always answer a question with a question, because then you think about it and me, shit, now I know why he said that. When I review the file, what I do is I will pull the document into our new AI software. Our new AI software will read it. When it reads it, it'll flag it immediately. Say, Ali, something's wrong. So then we go in visually. We have a human goes in and really goes over the document. When it's done going over the document, it sees everything that's there. Once it sees everything that's there, it says, okay, we're good. Send it out, let them get an invoice. It's not good, send it out and tell them that it's not good. I had somebody that just told me today, they're like, look, I didn't go forward because I bought the wrong package. I bought the $97 package. I generated my file incorrectly, and I'm not moving forward because I thought it was a scam, when it's not really a scam. That's when we go over and we try to double check everything and make sure everything's perfect for you. Make sense?
Is it more pricey to do it that way?
Okay, so I'm going to answer your question a little bit differently than I normally answer it. Okay, is it more pricey? It depends on your time and how much your time is. Why? For me, it costs money for me to do this, right? I have employees, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. I have a cost to it. You have your own cost, right? You have to go to work, you have to make your money, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. If you go to Staples, I'm cheaper than Staples. If you go to Office Max, I'm cheaper than Office Max to print the documents. But if you have to sit there, lick and fold and bring every stamp and go, weigh them and bring it to the post office and measure and do all this stuff, if that's something that you want to do, then absolutely, then something you could do. And I will never be able to beat a U price. I will never be able to beat a U price because you are trading your time where you're making your money to do this. So for me, my value is that I bring to the table is you never have to do any of that. You literally can sit on the porter john, do your attack, spend 18 seconds, and never move again until the next 30 days from now. That's up to you, but it comes with a price. Am I the cheapest inside of the software? No. Am I the best? Yes. Do I do things differently than everybody else? Yes. I also created an affidavit for the system that is coming out in our new software, which will give you an affidavit that shows you that we've actually sent the documents out. You get printing, you get pictures, you get everything of all your documents, and we're the only ones that do tracking. So I know that because we do the tracking, that also gives you a level of peace and peace of mind when you're going through the system. Make sense?
Is there a place where the pricing is displayed?
It's not that it's displayed because I don't know what you're sending me.
Okay, I
Yeah,
just.
no.
Okay.
I'm
I'd
saying
ask.
to you, yeah, I don't know what you're sending me. So when you're
Gotcha.
sending, if you send me a document that's got 3 files, it costs a lot differently than a client that has 30 files and a client that has 150 files. I had a lady in here, Miss Armstrong, last night. She generated 212 files. So it's very different along those lines. Now we do tend to
Yeah.
work with you on certain things, and people that bring us more files do get discounts right off the bat. But I'm literally giving you a monster discount when you guys come in through the class. So that's literally it right there and then.
Okay, one more
Yeah.
question.
Uh
I'm
oh.
sorry.
Miss Donetta.
It's Tonette.
Tonette.
Um,
Okay.
if if we click generate now, because you're about to go through it, does that take away from our token?
Yes, ma'am. You
Okay,
asking the AI right now to generate the letter, but we're not doing this. I still have a whole nother piece to teach.
right.
So
Okay,
I'm going in right now to do it yourself. This is where all the power users are created. So now
okay,
when I develop this last piece, you can choose which one you want to do.
okay.
All right? Let's get on with it. So now when I select do it yourself, you're going to learn how to read the credit report. You're going to go through, you're going to select the most aggressive attack. After you select the most aggressive attack, excuse me. After you select the most aggressive attack, you're going to do it yourself. So now, when I click generate now, it takes me to a new screen. Now, the work to execute, this box over here is your AI. This box is just what day you're on, okay? So when I select it over here, everybody do me a favor in the chat. Write MPEP, write MPEC. Why? MPEP and MPEC are interchangeable. They're the most aggressive attacks in the software, and they're what we use to attack the letters at the highest level. So again, write it in the chat, MPEP, MPEC. Come on, guys. Let's go in the chat. There we go. Perfect. So for today, I'm going to be using MPEP. My attack number, since this is my first attack, I'm going to select Indemnity 1. Does not matter, and I'm going to repeat this to everybody right now. Does not matter how many mistakes you make in round 1, you do not move off of attack 1 if you have not sent your letters off. So if you've generated 7 mistakes, You're still generating everything in attack 1 until the next 30 days. Does that make sense to everybody?
Mm.
So if you mess
Right.
up on your name, you mess up on your date of birth, it's not anything wrong. It's my AI for the printing company, so it's actually really freaking cool. I'm excited about it. Let me share my screen so you guys can see it. Okay, let's see. Come on. There we go. Come on. Do it. It's a way that the way we built this is for a reason, is so that we can speed up the process and get your letters out quicker, because of exactly what's going on. And I know nobody has this right now. Nobody has this level that we're building this out at, because they don't. This is not a business that people want to invest into. In the sentiment, and I own a software company as well. So at the end of the day, I was like, for me, it's something that I want to invest into. So let me show you guys this. I'm gonna share my screen so you guys can see this. So check this out. So when I come in over here and you send me that letter, right? Just to give you guys an idea, our system automatically goes to mail with tracking. I don't like to do standard mail. First and foremost, standard mail is not something that I like, and the reason being is because standard mail, you can't literally hold anybody accountable for a job that they did, and when you hand it off to the post office, now it's completely out of my hands. So unless I drop that shit off at each individual bureau, which is not going to happen, I can't really manage anything. But I like to track. I like mail with tracking because of the ability to be able to track that document to wherever it needs to go all the time. So once I do this, I just grab that document that we just built out, right? I'm just literally going to drag and drop it into here, and I'll give you an idea of what it is. And then I'll tell you. So now you'll see it's 366 pages, 366 PDF, 241 pages, and 44 total stamps that are going to go out with it. This is that standard mail. And then the mail with tracking is going to cost $410 because you have to track 36 envelopes. Make sense? And then
And that's when you select all green.
that's when you select all green like I did it before. And then my AI system will flag everything that I need over here to have everything to match and do everything to do that. And it's not to select, when we select all green, it's understanding within all green how many files are being attacked. If you want to attack the inquiry, I can shut everything off and just focus on the negatives. See this?
Gotcha.
Put this at 5 like I did before, leave that unlimited, default, and watch what I'm going to generate now. She's too damn cute. And then generate the letters. So I'm going to do this in front of you guys so you can see the difference of what we just generated and all the differences inside of it.
Mm.
I just generated 3 letters in front of you guys tonight, right? So now, take this price. Does somebody remember this price? What price is this? How much is this?
410.
Okay, ready? I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to delete that. I'm going to take this new invoice. Shit. Come on. Don't do that to me. That was dirty. I'm going to do this new invoice, right? Same thing. Same client, same file. See, to build this off the FICO scoring model, just for you to understand it a lot easier than the Vantage. You see the FICO scoring model? 10, 10, 15, 30, and 35, correct?
Right.
If you break down each of these percentages, right, of what it is, you'll understand this. Everything that I'm going to attack, besides personal information, has a point value associated with it. Okay? So, if you have outstanding balances, that's 30% of your score. If your payment history, this is all good payment history, that's 35% of your score. Your credit mix, that's revolving, installment, and mortgage, that's 10% of your score. Your credit history, that's 15%, and new credit is 10%. Let me ask you a question. Late payments, where does that fall?
35. Payment history.
You did it right. 35%. 35% of what? What's the number? 35% of what?
Out of 100.
No. 35% of the credit score. So what's the highest credit score you can have?
850.
What's the lowest credit score you can have?
500.
300.
300.
300. So what is the difference between 850 and 300? How many points is that?
550.
Okay. So take 35% of 550 and tell me what that is. I'll do it up on the screen so you can see it. 550 times 0.35, 192 and a half. Okay? So it's 192 points to fix that you can, that's the maximum that you can get if everything's perfect. So if you have errors in late payments, right? You're affecting that 192 points. Make sense?
Yes.
Okay, what's the next thing that you had an error with?
The accounts owed. But my error is not with it.
No,
It
not
was
your
charge-offs. So
charge-offs.
it's a lot of late off and charge-offs.
Charge-off also has amount owed. Well, what's 550 times 0.3? That's 165 points. Let's add those two together. 192.5. Look at that.